So we're just going to talk about our short journey from Matsudo, Tokyo to Kyoto. So we got up sort of early, went to the train station.
Got our new JR passes, stood in line for freaking ever.
Mm-hmm. We also stood, not in the line, but also standing in solidarity.
Yeah.
Because Japan has no chairs.
So I stood in line for a good 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It was so long.
Yeah, with your backpack and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrible.
It was funny because we sent Jameson over to ask you to take your backpack the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, no, I'm good. And then he went over like 10 minutes later and you were like, get this thing off me.
I was like, please. I'm not going to just stand in line with this huge backpack on. And then we got our JR rail passes, and then we got reservations for the Shinkansen, the bullet train.
Mm-hmm.
So when we got on the bullet train, it's kind of like being shut into a
Futuristic space travel.
spaceship.
I wish our 10-hour plane ride, 11-hour plane ride had that much
Leg room, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Our bullet train was super comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty excited because at the start of the journey they said, so after we got past the first stop, it said something about like, you know, people will be coming around with refreshments. Today we have strawberry ice cream, and I was like, strawberry ice cream?
My favorite.
And I waited.
Before we got on the train, we stopped for snacks.
Bentos.
So I got a train bento because I've wanted to do that.
And she didn't like it.
I didn't like it. I got a vegetable bento because I was like, I'll get some. It was the smallest, cheapest one they had was all vegetable, and I was like, okay, this will be fine. It was not mine. No, so it was gross.
It was soggy.
It was soggy.
Yeah, wasn't a big fan of mine either. So.
You guys got the stinkiest
Yeah.
fish snacks.
Mm-hmm. Katie got stinky grilled fish sushi roll. As
And
soon as
then-
she opened that thing, I could smell it.
And then Jamerson had stinky fish jerky.
Which I thought was delicious.
The fish jerky was a good buy. The
No,
fish roll was
Not so much. It was pretty looking from a distance.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, that was it.
And then I didn't even fall asleep. It was so relaxing.
Yeah.
And then we got off the
Hang
train.
on.
Oh.
Jessie did mummy herself, though. She, like, pulled her hood all the way down across her
Oh, I
face
did
and,
sleep, huh?
Kayla and I were really, really train sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girl with the cart came by, and I, like, shyly was like, I heard strawberry ice cream. And she's like, oh, Ichigo ice cream. And then she, like, hands it to me, and I was like, holy shit! Strawberry ice cream on
You
my
woke me up to
train.
show me the tiny
It
spoon.
had the tiniest.
But our ride was nice and it was fast.
Yeah, our ride was really,
Except for you
really
guys being
fast.
sick. I forgot about you
Yeah,
both
we got
being
a little
sick.
ill. Eventually, we did get off the train, though, at Tokyo Station, which is very, very big. Kyoto Station, yeah. And then we had to find the bus stop. Thank you. Which did take a while. But
Like,
we
I
did
felt my
finally
brain go up my
find
nose.
the correct bus stop. And we've got our Suica cards, so we're like ready to go. We get on the bus, and in Japan, they have a specific system for boarding and getting on and off the bus. If you're getting on the bus, you get in through the door in the middle, and you immediately find like a place to be. If you are getting off the bus, you must go at the front, and that is where you pay, is when you get off. Not like in Utah, you pay when you get on, and then you pay when you get off. So we've all got our Suica cards ready to go. We're paying attention. Our stop comes up. We go up. Katie goes to tap her card, and being red light.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't work.
So very quickly, I get out 1,000 yen, stick it in the machine. The bus driver just grabs all of the change and throws it in there, and I'm like, okay. And then I walk out, and then Jesse just gets off because he waves her off.
Angrily just starts waving, and I don't know what he wants because my card was declined as well. He's just waving, and I'm like, "Get off! You just want me to get off? Okay." But then he gets mad and starts pointing at me, so I don't know what he wanted.
And I'm like trying to pay money, but like this guy won't talk to me. He's just rudely gesturing. So he goes, son, and I'm like, 3 or 30, and he just goes, and just like angrily waves us off.
Very
the bus.
flippant,
So we didn't
violent
really,
gestures.
Like, pay. We just kind of got off, and looking back in hindsight, the buses in Japan run so fast and so frequent that by the time we got off, even though it was a minor delay, there was another bus already behind us. So he was really pissed at us and was not helpful and would not speak.
He wouldn't communicate with Kayla, even though she could
Wouldn't
speak
talk.
Japanese. He was a
It the
real
hardest
dickhead.
part.
And that's what we've learned in Kyoto, is that all of the bus drivers are fucking dickheads. They honk. They're like the rudest Japanese men that we've met.
Yeah. It's
They
the bus
honk at
drivers.
people. They have no
we
patience.
did have that one bus driver who was really, really sick. He was
Oh, yeah.
trying so
Yeah.
hard.
And then they do this thing where they announce.
Yeah, that they're
Like-
when they're like moving and stuff. So all I hear is because we had this one guy who was like really, really slack, and he was just like, "Gokimasu." So all I hear is, "And we're moving, and we're moving."
And we
But we did eventually. We found our Kyoto
Our little
guest
house.
Mhm.
which is interesting. It's much more Japanese than the place we had in Matsudo.
And Matsudo was
Yes.
westernized.
very Western.
Matsudo was very clean though, which I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some spots are a little sketchy.
We have the punishment shower and the danger stairs, and then plywood walls.
Yeah.
Like this is clearly the put the foreigners here. It is so quiet in Kyoto.
Yeah.
It is.
It's almost like our
silent.
Superman shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's silent. Even the streets are silent. Yeah, that was our, and we just all went to bed. We were pretty tired. I
Yeah,
think.
we thought we were like, we're gonna go do stuff, and then we did not do stuff.
The
We
main,
got here and just crashed.
We found a place to eat very hoity-toity sushi, which was pretty good.
didn't fill us up, so we all went and got. Was that
Shit
the one?
at the store,
We all went
and
got
also got shochu and got really drunk.
The stores here are called Lawson.
Yeah,
There's a ton of them.
there's a million Lawsons. Like Lawson is, I feel like I've seen more Lawsons and Family Marts than 7-Elevens. And I thought
Me too.
7-Elevens were the prevalent ones.
Yeah, we all had like drinking and tried some snacks and went to
Yeah.
bed.
Cake. I've
Kiki.
eaten so much cake here. I
Oh.
fucking love it. Anywhere I go, I can get cake.
I will admit that I've eaten a lot of cake here too, and I don't like sweets, but it's mostly because it's way less sweet here in Japan.
It's not like sucrose punch to the mouth.
No,
here.
it's
actually
just like
balanced.
lightly
It's good.
sweet.
Okay.
Which I